Welcome everyone, Az here with another quick video for Echoes of Mana. I've been having a blast with the game so far, apart from the performance issues with it, but as a Mana series fan, I've been giggling constantly playing through the game. Now, a lot of you are jumping straight into it, and some of you might not be so experienced with gacha games, so I decided to put together 5 quick tips that you should know starting out to make sure you won't have regrets and you can enjoy Echoes of Mana. I will post more videos and guides for the game, so if you like this video, consider to subscribe and check out the rest of my content. Starting out, focus only on a couple of units. To be more precise, I recommend choosing 3 strong main characters you like and make them your main team. I recommend to re-roll until you get at least 2 4-star characters to make sure you are strong enough. This is also particularly easy because re-rolling in this game is very fast, so I really wouldn't recommend being lazy about it. You don't want to think that, oh, I wish I would have re-rolled back then, because later on, it's not really gonna be an option. This is particularly important if you plan to be a free-to-play player and not spend money on Echoes of Mana. But it goes without saying that resources will be limited, and in gachas, we don't really have the luxury of keeping a bunch of characters up to date. So we have to choose and keep our favorites stacked to the nines. I say 3 characters at a given time, there can only be 3 characters on the battlefield. And I recommend having all 3 of them upgraded with your damage dealer being number 1 priority, being a 4-star. You will also have 3 support characters boosting your main team, but I wouldn't bother putting too many resources into them until we see how generous the game is. We wouldn't want to get stuck in progression because of badly spent materials. Speaking of your team, Echoes of Mana features a robust elemental system like in every previous Mana game, which is awesome. It will give us lots of fun building opportunities in the future and elemental team builds and boss fights. But for now, starting out, absolutely do not focus only on one element. Make sure your 3 main units will be different elements, as leveling up your character will require a buttload of elemental stones that you can gather through various missions such as our training grounds. And if all your characters are the same element, you will quickly find yourself in trouble grinding and wasting stamina. The game gives us a very generous amount of elemental stones playing through the story, so we don't have to spend extra stamina grinding them for the same one element. Leveling up your characters, I recommend to use all your elemental stones on the 3 main units of your choice. Once you unlock your mana board and experience domes, I recommend keeping them as up to date as you can, as it will be very much needed. The game is actually super fun and engaging, and trust me, you will need all that character power. Level them up as high as you can, with once again focusing on a good damage dealer to be your highest level character that will technically carry your team. This is very important as damage will still be your best bet at progressing early game and getting to those later levels where you actually unlock missions that are worth grinding for and unlock better items. I again recommend spending these on your support characters, as we don't know how generous the game will be with giving out stamina and resources, and having 3 very strong characters is overall better than having 6 mediocre ones. Once you unlock training missions, make sure you do your daily training missions. These will give you valuable resources, but most importantly, these are limited to a number of attempts per day, so you do not want to miss out on the potential rewards. For the daily missions, I do recommend focusing on the ally upgrade dungeon, as we have lots of low characters we want to level up. So those experience books will come really handy early on. Once you have your characters leveled up, you can focus on the other upgrade dungeons. And speaking of training missions, be very mindful of your stamina. Stamina is a very precious resource, and until you don't know what is worth grinding and spending it on, I recommend to only use it on progressing the main story. Absolutely do not spend resources on trying to S-rank all missions and retry them for better results, or you missed a chest, or grinding training missions randomly if not needed, especially not item dungeons, as harder difficulties will unlock better item rarities. The most important thing is to progress the main story and increase your account level, as it will also increase your maximum stamina limit, allowing you to accumulate more stamina while you're not playing the game, thus giving you more stamina long term. Progressing the main story will also unlock much faster and more efficient missions later on that will give you higher rarity items and more resources, so only spend stamina on what is essential, such as your daily training missions and perhaps a few elemental stone missions if and only if you are stuck in the main story. But those are my 5 crucial tips starting out with Echoes of Mana, everyone. I for one am super happy about the game. My first day impressions are pretty good, and I'm enjoying my time. It looks like there will be quite a lot of systems and features to focus on and enjoy the game, so I'm looking forward to the future of this title. But I hope this video was helpful, and I wish you all an awesome time with Echoes of Mana. I'll be back with a new video soon. Until then, take care everyone.